Nanillion, millennial, nanillion, millennial, good day. Everyone, good day, nanillion, good day. I am waiting for signals. Yes, I think it's coming. Nanillion, good day, everybody. I hope you're fine. Still, 00, why 00, I don't know. Why it's not coming, and now I have come, okay. Today, 17th April 2025, this end is Engineer Suraj Singh from Bharat, India, 12:15 p.m. Title is very significant today. This is quality. Quality, which is very important in life. No one can say we can avoid it. There is no question of avoiding quality if quality has to work. Quality in life and quality in person. Quality in works, and of course I am linking to solve work and coordination. These four items are very important. We have to understand world. We have to understand what world is, why world is there. Is it only planet we are dependent, or we have to see other universe parts? Sometimes it looks very boring what I am talking, but it's very interesting because every part of system links together. For me, quality is very important. I cannot think if quality does not work. It applies to everybody, that everybody is interested in quality. That is true. Everybody all over world has got an interest in quality, but nobody is serious about that. That is another question mark which is not answered yet. There was a time that we believed in quality and we used to work for quality, but now time has changed. Due to technology has advanced very well, doesn't matter. Means technology advancement cannot provide quality. It's you only. If you use technology properly, you can get quality. But life does not wait for anyone. Life is significant one. There are now, you can say, more than 80% people in this world who often lie. How many times a day? Nobody knows. Even children lie, students lie, leaders are born for lying, professionals lie. Unfortunate it is all over world. Lie has been a fashion. Means if it suits you, you lie, and then you say quality, you are having status, you are having quality. I do not understand meaning of status in that case. What is meaning of status? On mobile you are lying, and that lying means you, for justifying one lying, you are another lying. What do you say? I just want to tell something about that. I think lie has no standing, that is true. Lie is non-existent, that is also true. But we use it. Unfortunately, I don't know why do we use it. There are only few percent people who keep silent, don't lie. But generally, lie has become like air. You respirate it, you are respirating lies. You are speaking lies. You are, weaving lies. Fake or lie or whatever you can say, non-existent has become fashion in this life. I am very serious about this because it doesn't help. If you use lies, it doesn't help. But you are happy, oh, I have convinced him. Diplomacy, very significant word all over at international level otherwise. What is diplomacy? Meaning has been converted, means every leader is a liar, every politician is a liar. Now professionals are also liars, business people are liars, doctors are liars. I don't think any class of people or section of people is left who believe in truth. So what actually development is ongoing? Is it for good of people, or it is just good for nothing? That is very reasonable question everybody has to ask. I don't ask anyone. I just decide on behalf of someone, and that is universe. I say universe decides. This means I have got certain connection. Universe maybe might have delegated to me something. Maybe, may not be, but I feel and I believe and I have, vision that universe listens to me. And actually, universe listens to everybody if you are a genuine person. It doesn't mean you have to give in writing or give in, under seal some document. But lying does not help anything. And when lie works, there is no way you can say, I have been leading quality life, I have status in society. How can you have a status in society if you survive on lies? You may be rich, doesn't matter. If you lie, you are poor. Because truth balance is poor in you. There is zero balance of truth. In fact, it is minus balance of truth. If you consider on one end truth, on other end lies. If you go on adding lies and lies and lies, then you outbalance your truth. Means you are devoid of truth. That's why I say universe decides to thrash liars. It is just an imaginary proposition. I cannot say whether or not this should be accepted, but universe should be responsible. Supreme should be responsible because it is Supreme's part. I cannot check all 9 billion people. I need not check these non-human creatures because they never lie. Only selfish human, self-leaders, self-interest leaders, self-vested leaders, these people use lies. And for me, it is, a big problem in this world now. You cannot trust anyone. Habit is today one leader says something and it comes in news and in press and everywhere and something goes on against that leader. Next day, so I did not mean it, I did not say it. Means you have spoken, it has been recorded and then it has been twisted, it cannot be understood. Then why do you speak? Keep silent. Every day this happens. In 95% cases, you will find same kind of statements. Oh, they twisted that statement, I did not mean that. That's what I said. Universe decides to thrash liars. Now, before going further, I would like to show you a file which is very important for everybody, and that file is here. I just prepared that one, and it should be post titles. Post titles file it is, and this file, though it's not completed yet, but I'm just trying to show you so far what I have done in this case. You can see these are postings in connection with Power of Soul. These connections, Power of Soul, I wrote this document long back, but these titles I'm showing to you, you can say progressive oracles. Other side did not write, just there's a file which is regarded, you can say soul. That file is soul, so you can spectrumology, spectrum engineering, and this is attachment to that one because that file could not take all pages. It's too heavy in memory. Already 815 pages are there, so it was not accepting anything. Now these are certain attachments here. This is, for example, 141 to 170. It means on 10th 12th. This is power 140 to 170. On this page. This is page document 1, attachment on that file. I use 141 to 170 power for soul progressive oracles. You know what I mean by that. Oracle means a kind of sky on your head, a kind of globe on your head. If you are using soul, in that case it is available. And even if you are not using soul to that an extent, it is available there, but you are not clear about that. Because nature designed you like it. You are there, you must have this, but if you are not using this, it will not come into picture. You cannot see it. Means if you are using your oracle only for purpose surviving, say I am taking food, I am sleeping, I am doing this, I am going, I am walking, means only normal activities we do without, if you think a lot, then you can find a lot. But thinking is very little nowadays. You can say thinking, I mean to say not normal thinking, I am thinking in intensive way. For example, if your mind is very serious to find some solution of certain problem, that is called thinking, and you keep on thinking behind that issue, and you'll find solution. That's true. That is proven fact. But if you say no, I'm just surviving, I need not worry about this, I'm taking my food and going to sleep, and that's it. In that case, you can say okay, fine. Means you're just an average person. You need not worry about it. You cannot progress in life at all, because so it is 141 to 170 power. Here I'm saying though power starts at power 6, and it is 140 is still better than anything else, but this is progressive oracles I'm talking. Progressive oracles means suppose you have you at power 6 you are there, which is normal for a sound mind person. Power 6 says that your oracle is about 80 meter in diameter on your head, which is approximately 25-story building height, and that oracle contains all your life, what happened in your life, in that it contains, because it can contain 400,000 pages, 400,000 A4 size pages in the oracle, and 400,000 means it's quite big amount, but you have got pictures in that, you have got cinemas in that, and fightings and social and marriage and this and that. So it doesn't work in quality way. But if you go up to 5th, say from 6th to 7th power, you shall get that your oracle, instead of 80 meters, it becomes around, you can say 250 meters approximately, means 3.16 times it is. And that's what I'm saying. Progressive means it's not possible to increase it 3 times immediately. It takes some graduation in that. Gradually it goes on. So let us say 15%, then 25%, then 30%, likewise up to next level. And that's what means soul progressive oracle. It is very important to understand that one. And that's what I'm saying. For if you go, because generally what happens, those people are very well educated in whatever profession, successfully they are. They work well and they understand well. It doesn't mean a gold medal should be, but it says, if you think of that, if you studied and then you continue on work, your mind automatically develops. You cannot say just 16% working on what. It's up to you. It's your money, it's your structure, it's your body. To what extent you can develop, it's up to you. Nobody can stop it, because this is free charter without any controls from universe. It gives you enough power, enough volume, if you can use it. It is, I'm talking 141 to 170 power is a quite big one. Soul progressive oracles diagrams are there on this document number 1. On document number 1 itself, you have here, if you go document here, we'll say in document 1, introduction to objective of oracles spectrum presentation. I'm just reminding you what is in that, because I cannot show document at the moment. It's quite so many files. Now 25th document is running now. This is number 1 attachment, as the notes are the introduction objective oracles spectrums presentation. Then there is a drawing which tells human and universe eyes connection. Then there is a note, presentation pertinent to soul oracles power, spectrums commenced on previous page. Then 1 to 100 power, this is about progressive oracles. Then notes are there with definition of soul oracle spectrum. Why, how can you define what is soul oracle? On the same page, then there is one drawing which shows solar system, and of course followed by up to 27. You can see soul oracle progress powers spectrum. Spectrums are there up to power 27. Spectrum is different. I'm not talking it's progressive, and both are different. Spectrum means you have to add something to that, so that many people fly in same flock. And then power 101 to 140 soul progressive oracles up to 27. Then the soul progressive spectrums are there. Then some notes, eyes and mind coordination, and then some notes, soul oracles spectrum projection up to power 35 plus within solar system and beyond. This is on document 1 attachment. Then go to document 2. I'm just trying to tell you, don't get confused. Let me complete this, and I'll put all these on my Facebook profile, so that you can see them, because yet I have not done, because I still am working on them. But when you go to power file 2, this is document 2. One is 171 to 180, so it is soul progressive oracles. Then 36 to 50 soul oracles powers spectrum. Then 180 to 200 soul progressive oracles. So it is in sequence. As I did this up to 60, this is your power spectrum. 36 to 35, this is power spectrum. 201 to 200 soul progressives. Progressive means when there are oracles only, and then application of oracles, both are there. So when I say oracle, progressive oracle, this means original diagram of oracle. And when I speak oracles power spectrum, applications of this oracle, applications means engineering applications, means how these may fly in air through your oracle. And that's important point. Up to 35 plus, it is soul oracles powers spectrum. When I say spectrum, again I say application and sign 211 to 213 solve progressive oracles, then followed by 61 to 70 solve oracles power spectrums, and then there's the E, that's number format. E means, what does E mean? I explained you many times value of mathematically. It is not E for England, it is E for mathematics. This is exponent. It is means either you multiply whatever number E is there. For example, you say 2E is written somewhere. 2E. What do you mean by that? 2E means you can say 2E plus say 10 is written. Say 2E plus 10 is written. This is general trend. This means if you write 2 and then write it 10 times, it becomes 2E plus 10, and then or you say 2 into 10 to power 10, like that it is. So E is that number. Exponent is in mathematical language. You can say, you can find on, you can search it, you can find it. Number format it is. Just explain to that because everybody cannot understand something. So 61 to 70, that's the solve oracle power spectrum. 214 to solve progressive oracles. 71 to 75 solve oracles power spectrum. 221 to 236 solve progressive oracles. Likewise, whatever is there in document, I'll upload that, and it's all there. And this is about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, so on 25 working. You can say so many documents are in attachment with that file, and there are so many other documents. Now point is, I'm not going to speak everything to you because this shall be uploaded later on. If you want to see, you can see this. Means if I waste time in speaking, no meaning at all, because you cannot understand. It's boring, just boring us. But I'm not going to bore you. It's very important point. We have to see this, and then if you can say this AutoCAD drawing, I'll come back to you on this. But let us say postals, these are oracle spectrum nets, and let us simple project management Autodesk. Now I'll speak to you in this case here, and this is very, very important point. Why I'm talking about this? Life has become too busy for everybody nowadays. Everybody wants to skyrocket. Everybody wants to jump to skies all time, immediately, and particularly youth all over world thinks that we want to progress very fast. I have different opinion. Progress is not bad, but it should be constructive. It should be having some structure. If you say, no, I have got computer, I got artificial technology, I just want answer everywhere, but I think this doesn't help. Because important point is, if you depend only on computer, you think it is life. What if everything computer does? Just think on being an intelligent person. If everything is done by computer, then what is your role? Only feeding data, that's it. But data, if you feed, from where you get data? If your mind is silent, oh, I am an engineer, I am a researcher, I'll put data, I don't worry about that, let computer answer, let AI answer. Technology is always reliable. But remember, technology is not dictator. It is not final answer. Technology means you have to use it. It does not mean you have to sell yourself to technology. Technology has become so vast that those who are manufacturers of computers, they have made trillions. But what we have got? Unemployment. I would simply say, there was a time when everything was recorded on papers. In our country, Bharat also, every department has complete records. Means they, of course it would take some time, but filing was there. Now there is no control at all. No control. Because your computer cannot control anything. If you want to control, you have to be very strict with computer use. It is very difficult to coordinate using computers. You can write mails, you can do whatever you want, but retrieving is a problem. Retrieving, how to retrieve everything? See, you send mails, you write documents, you place documents in computer. Oh, this is in my this folder, this in that folder. Means you will spend a lot of time to retrieve a document, and then you forget again because you have to answer something. What I am saying is, I am not against anything, but if my mind does not get anything, what is purpose of that education? If my mind is stopped by artificial intelligence or by computer intelligence, then what is my purpose of existence? I can't understand. If I go to market, young boy goes to market, He cannot understand what payment he has to give, what return he has to take, what balance he has to take. Then where does education lie in? It happens everywhere. Mind, you are getting 95% marks, okay, that is appreciable, but is it practically possible? You are happy, oh my child has got so many marks, but is it practically realistic? A senior person tell this. A matured person can understand this. How it is possible? If you know whatever your education is, whatever your syllabus is, if you know 95% of that one because your marks tell that, this means you know everything about that subject, but you should know it. But if somebody asks you a question, if you cannot answer, what is meaning of that? This means there is some flaw somewhere. Slump is somewhere in understanding. You know slump, vertical fall. There is some slump. As we say in concrete when we test, it is slump value. Means concrete is taken, your box is taken up and concrete falls, so drops some centimeters, some meter, and that's called slump. Means there is a tolerance of that. It should be within this, means concrete can work. Same I say, there is slump in mental use. There is slump in mental capacity. Slump is there. If you don't accept this, it is up to you. But I read this, I conclude this, there is slump. Education, degree is very high, certificate is very decorative, everything is there, but knowledge does not mean that. That is another problem. Computer has come to every part of life. You see, devices, very significant, lowest level devices, smartphone. Can you tell me what is optimum use of smartphone? After all, we are talking of quality life. Can you measure quality life using a smartphone? How many hours are you using a smartphone a day? Means you need this device while you are sleeping, while you are bathing, while you are in kitchen, while you are in toilet, while you are in cycle or on motorcycle or in car or wherever you are. You think something is missing if you don't have mobile device. This is life now, everywhere. You cannot deny this fact. And there was a time when you used to, we were using landlines. I don't know what difference has come up. When we use landlines and now when we are using device, what difference has come in life? I do not know. Except this, we are wasting time. To be very frank. If you talk, if you have received 50 calls a day, and go on talking and talking and talking, you think you can remember all those calls? Are you sure? You shall not remember 5 calls out of that, because you are just chatting for sake of chatting and not for anything else. You are using mobiles, mails. How many mails you are getting a day? Okay, if you are in job, I can understand, but everybody is not in job. I see just women, children, they are just wasting time on mobiles. For what? Main purpose of mobile is what? Talking, and that's it. Okay, now it is internet connected. You can say I am using it like internet. Okay, fine. Internet can be used on laptop, it can be used on, that doesn't matter. But question is your involvement of time. Out of 24 hours, say you are ready for 14 hours, 10 hours to take out. And during your sleeping also you are taking and receiving mobile. Is it right for health? Your good health? What safety says? Safety, health, environment, ergonomics, what all these require? What is ergonomics? Do you know that? Most important part of life is, if you want good health, that is called ergonomics. ERGONOMICS, which means best utilization of your energy and time. This means is that erg means a kind of unit which is an energy unit. Whatever energy you are having, you are developing by your food and by your mental capacity, that should be used in the best way. Are you using in the best way? That question is a strong one. If out of those 14 hours you are taking 5 hours or 6 hours on mobiles, I think this is foolishness. 5 or 4 hours on mobiles, you think your mind shall work? See, everything is devised for best use, optimum use, not for abuse. I was young in those days, these transistors were there, no TV, nothing. So they used to estimate that if you use 4 hours a day, this your transistor, your cell should work for so many hours. But can you think we use a transistor for all day? Is it right? Was it right? When you study, you say, oh, I have studied 40 minutes, I want some rest. I have studied 1 hour, I want some rest. This means you require rest. Now what happens? Everybody complains about, I got stressed. I got stressed. Okay, you got stressed, fine. You are human being, you can get stressed. You think those people were not human beings who used to work in past? I am also one of them. I never complained I got stressed, though I used to work 14 hours, 15 hours. Even on AutoCAD I used to work but I never complained I got stress. But now you talk to any young female or male, I got stress. This is what I am saying. You know how many functions we have stopped in life? We have stopped in life best use of our body, that we have stopped completely. Our body does not function properly. It has started generating many diseases, many ailments, because of our body has become inactive. Except workers, you can say those who on field, who work construction or work, means those who work physically, you can say they are better than those who work mentally. And those I'm talking mentally, those pertain to middle class society. They are neither this end nor at that end, because they are not having good health. They are not having functions in life done. These workers, what I'm talking about, construction workers or physically working workers, they are much better than if they have good food, if they have good diet, then they will be better, but they don't have that much money, so they can't take same food as middle class person takes. So what I'm saying is, our functions which we have lost so far. First function we have lost, habit of news reading or paper reading or books reading. When there was no computer, we used to get papers, English or whatever language every day, and every member of family used to read whatever choice was there, 1 hour, half an hour, whatever. Those days reading was important, writing was important, because if you write something, you remember that if not 100% or after one writing, you remember at least 50%. If you really think and write. And thus writing has gone, reading has gone. You can say this writing has, you may say gone, or it has been out of habit. Same way, writing is out of habit. Or you can say otherwise, physically if you think, walking is out of habit. Walking. Because everybody is VIP now. Even our students, children, they are VIP. They cannot walk and go to school early morning or otherwise. They require bus or car. So walking habit has gone. Nobody walks on, you see, in footpath. If you see daytime, all footpaths are occupied by vendors, local vendors, footpath vendors. Nothing is there. Walking is for foot walking, but there is no person to walk. Same way you can say contribution of each other by action or by conducting interactions. Now because people are not interested to conduct interactions because they are busy in chatting. They do not know person, but they are chatting. They chat. If person is sitting beside you, you don't care for that. Your father or mother sit beside you, you don't care for that. But you care for someone you don't know on Facebook or elsewhere. And that's a drawback, I can say, we have earned in life. That drawback is very, very difficult. It cannot be resolved. We have to understand that. So what I say, there are so many functions which have already been ceased to act. When you are alone, you have no interacts, you have no people to talk to, then what happens? You feel like isolated one in your home or wherever you work. I'm isolated. You're not interacting, you're not getting information from one person to other person, other to one, and you cannot concentrate also in that case, because when you don't read, you don't write, there is no question that you can develop concentration, and concentration is required for every work. Concentration means it's such a property that allows to think that allows to communicate, that allows to search information, find information. So that practice is also nullified now. So what is left? I don't understand. And you, because you are alone, you feel okay. Let me take some drink. You start doing that. Oh, I take some smoke. I go to hotel or restaurant. Why I should cook food? Let me cook. I have money. I go to restaurant, take some pizza or something like that. Whatever it is. You do not have any habit of cooking food in home. That is most important loss that we have got now. I see people, they are not interested in cooking food at home. They just want order, home delivery for pizza, for dosa, who knows, pizza and chicken or whatever else. Means kitchen is also out of service. I don't know what's happening. And it's not only for this country, it's all over, particularly middle class I'm talking. Lower class still they cannot offer this. And I'm not talking of those higher class because they don't care for anything. But what I'm saying is, that's what I'm talking about, life quality and quality life. I'm not just thinking of that. When everything is dropped, everything has ceased to some extent or full extent or part extent. Middle class is only one everywhere in this world. Middle class means who are educated one, who can do something for development, who can afford everything. Those members of middle class have lost use of mind. Use of mind means analytical activity is also finished. You can see news, very important point, forget science, forget engineering. You can see all those journalists, reporters, they do not know meaning of analysis. How can you give news if you don't understand this? You can see advocates, they cannot analyze anything. You can see judges, they don't understand what they are doing. Just rubbish, you have what's happening. Rubbish judgments are coming, rubbish judgments. Oh, she is responsible on her own rape. This kind of judgments are coming. Nonsense. You can say these people know they have mind. Can you say that? Judge of higher class keeps cash in home. From where that cash comes, that person cannot answer. That is what I say. If judges are like that, non-analytical mind, or you can say non-analytical professionals, lawyers are non-analytical professionals. Middle class cannot analyze anything. They use only Excel or otherwise. They also depend on commands provided by software. They cannot develop their own commands. So what shall happen? Nobody can answer this question. So tell me one thing, where do we have one function in life where body, mind and soul are required? Is there any function? Whatever I explained to you, are these fictitious? Are these fake? I don't know what's happening. If your mind is not involved in your development, then what is purpose of development? Because you cannot develop properly. You cannot think anything. We have a L&T, they constructed on behalf of Smart City Faridabad, rainwater, stormwater drain 2 years back. Last year they run away from there. That is RCC box. You know what happens in many locations? It should take rainwater in and let it go by flow. But what happens? Rainwater is flown back to road, and sometimes sewage water comes, sewage water. I don't know from where. You write to them, nobody cares for anything. Sewage flows on road for hours together, no one cares, and this is called a smart city. This means a smart city must have a property, a character, a design that sewage must flow on road. Rainwater must flow on road. You spend money for that. We spend money, but we don't care whether or not it functions well. This means thinking function is over. Design, engineering function is over. It is engineering. You have to check labels. They did not check labels. They just constructed without thinking. This means it is not their fault. It is fault of technology. Everything computer has to do for me, I don't care for that. And computer says, give me information, I'll do for you. But you don't have information because you cannot coordinate, you cannot communicate, you cannot understand what is required. And when you don't do anything, then how can you think about what experience is there? What is meaning of experience? I cannot answer this question. Experience means what? You do right work, you have right experience. If you do wrong work, you have wrong experience. Means civil engineering. If fails, what is left? This is a very small job. Levels control you have to do. Why should rainwater instead of going into box should come out on road, and sewer is coming in that way? There's no connection of sewer in that. Why is sewer? It's coming. You write, keep on writing. They don't understand and they don't know. Oh, okay, leave it. He's a mad person, he's writing. I don't know where is quality of life. Only you don't have money, you can't go to any office for any solution. You don't have money, you cannot do anything. And everybody does not have money. Every day prices are rising. What is reason of rising? I don't know. Every day everything is rising. This means there is no government anywhere. There is no state head anywhere. All are enjoying themselves and sleeping in air-conditioned room and getting salaries and nothing else. Who is suffering? Taxpayer is suffering everywhere. This is quality of life. I don't know why. This is quality of life. Lakhs and lakhs of people are killed. Innocent people are killed. Whole world doesn't bother. Means living has no value. You are a person, no problem. If you die, no problem. If you live, no problem. I want to kill you. Another country leader says that. You understand what I mean? You attack them, you kill them, you break buildings, destroy buildings. Tell me what's meaning of building destroying? This means you do not care for anything, neither humanity nor nature. Building means what? Every building gets material. It's constructed by material and human resources and machines. And from where material comes, from where machines come? These come from earth. You are destroying them. Can you recycle them and make again? Means why are you destroying them? What you are getting by destroying them? What is your purpose in that? No answer. Nobody will answer you. Because I say it has to be done. I don't care for these people. If 100,000 die or 200,000 die, what's problem? Let them die. They are born to die. And that leader shall remain forever. That leader shall not die. I don't know where is quality in life. If there is no quality in life, how can you get quality elsewhere if there is no quality life? I don't know what nature is doing, what universe is doing. I don't understand. It is their property. It's not Trump property or Netanyahu property or Russia property or China property or India property or Rus property. It is none of them who are owners. It is universe or supreme who is owners, and secondary, it is people of this world who are owners, not leaders of us. But who can question them? No one, because they are higher than God. I think they are higher than Supreme. Supreme reports to them. It looks like that. Means, what is this? Stupidity you can call it. And I am talking of quality. I am talking of quality functions. I am talking of quality in life. This means minds have been locked. Some by non-working. One reason is don't think. Mind is automatically locked. Other reason is religion. Faith, that can lock your mind. Faith locks your mind. Non-working condition or non-thinking, minds your mind, locks your mind, and remaining is locked itself. Is that wrong? You just think about it. What is thinking level? Who shall decide? How much you think? Who can decide? Only you can decide. Your performance would decide. Your mind value shall decide. Your concentration shall decide. Your commitment fulfillment shall decide. But is it happening? I am sure nothing is happening. Educated people are illiterate to my consideration now. They are only educated, they have good dress sense, they have good cars, they have good bank loans, they can enjoy life, but don't ask them for too much work because they get mentally sick. Because they don't use mind, that's why they are mentally sick. They only interest in package. Only package. I should get this much package. That is, of course, you are right. But are you really worrying for what package nature is giving us? My dear friends, this is very critical talk I am delivering. We have to keep thinking again, and we have to change system what we are living in. Otherwise, there can be no quality at all in any affair of life or in works. When life is impacted upon by adverse actions, it shall impact upon work everywhere. If you cause errors and mistakes in works, learners shall say this error is acceptable. You can go to see all over this country where building construction is going on, RCC construction is going on. You shall find all and in all buildings, irrespective of fact it may be government building or private building, completely rusted reinforcing steel is being used. You know meaning of that? Rusted steel. Is steel rusted from company or it is rusted by carelessness? But it is being included permanently in concrete. No one questions, no one responses, nobody is serious. Architect is not serious, engineer is not serious, inspectors are not serious, quality people are not serious. No one is serious. Who suffers? Public suffers. It is money of people. Even if it is private body, it is public money. They suffer. But they do not know. They cannot understand. Oh, what? They will first of all bring very bent bars and throw them on this. This is quality. If you are rusted steel, shall rust your building. Don't you know? It shall cause distress in building. Bond will not work. Bond means bond between concrete and steel will not work. Just like bond between humans won't work. Just like bond between husband and wife don't work. One is husband, one is wife in RCC. So these are going to take divorces. They don't need go to court, but you have to go to court for your own divorce. That is what I'm talking of very critically, because I'm talking about quality. If I just show documents, it doesn't mean anything. I've shown you that thrash everything. Thrash it, thrash it, thrash it. And these masses I've been giving to nature. But who bothers here? I know that I cannot see universe, but at least I can write something, so maybe they see it. Because they are also very serious now. It is ultimately their earth. It's earth belonging none of us. We have to live one day. It is their earth. And we are here, till we are here, we are responsible. They will leave, we are not responsible. Somebody else will be responsible. But what responsible if you do not do anything? What is responsibility? I don't understand. What is meaning of responsibility? What is meaning of life? What is meaning of, damaging everything? Countries war each with each other. What for? What is the reason? We kill each other. Though this is my enemy country and this is my enemy country and we kill each other. Is that way of living? Is this quality standard? These millions gurus everywhere, nonsense what they are doing, I don't know. Forget politicians, forget leaders, they are all criminals generally. What about these saints? We call them saints, what they are doing? This means all fake life, all fiction life, all false life. Nothing is truth. Truth has got no meaning at all, because if you don't value truth, what is meaning of truth? This is a very important matter. I therefore send many messages to universe, and I'll just let me see again. At least I want to read some messages, because that is very important point here. I'll be back here. Just let's open the file, because that's an interesting one for everyone. Message at least I'm talking. What are these? Let's say one by one I'll read them about universe. I think you can see the file, right, or not? Just a minute, please. Just a minute. This file is here. Yeah, it's this file. Is there or not? Yeah, it's there. Now, what I say in this message is, let's see the file. This in this case. is now, you can say 10 9. Let me say, especially I'll show you that what this I have to put in this number 4. Let us say number 4, progressive oracles, forget that. Number 4, power spectrums. Okay, let's say it is animal shape, circular, complicated again designs, and okay, I'm talking on messages, and that's important one. Okay, octagon, mark of David, penta, secret design, oracle. This is there. Specific designs. Okay, it's coming now. Yes, let us say this is make move. Let us say it was a house plan here. Forget that. Then move control, move work, move success. Here is one is move control, move work, move success. Other one is move material, move make, move unlimited, make power, move full, move lead, make work success system, make move control, must make, and then think work for supreme, and there's a Jesus Christ, then Guru Nanak Dev Ji, and Kal, all in all, fires, tantra, jal, sinners, bihal, and here is Bismillah Rahman Rahim, Jai Jai Radhe Sham, Jai Jai Radhe Krishna, Jai Jai Dharma, Jai Jai Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Jai Hanuman, and humanity must have peace on earth. Humanity must have peace on earth. Satyavadi Harish Chandra, Alfred Bernard Nobel, 21-10-1833. Supreme Universe Works Quality. Supreme is Universe Honor. Universe World Member. Quality is a must achieve it. Explore right 8 skies. Soul explores the skies. Soul travels the skies. Flying skies. Access to Supreme. Mother Nature. Nanillion 78525. Nanillion 75555. Nanillion 78885. Soul connects Supreme. Enrich Soul. Oracle Wealth. Develop soul oracles, stop damaging earth, truth triumphs. Buddham Sharnam Gacchami. Work for Supreme is real worship. Supreme elects, empowers, deploys. Supreme elects, empowers. Supreme examines. Supreme teaches. Supreme improves. Supreme energizes. Use your soul lessons. Use your soul money. Use your soul time. Use your soul energy. Use your soul power. Use soul oracle power. Use soul oracle world. Use soul oracle wealth. Use soul oracle positively. None but Supreme shall punish bombers. None but Supreme is honor of earth. Stop earth's damages or face actions. Wars mongers to go. Dishonest to go. Human shape design. Human shape design. Human shape design. Supreme says to punish if earth damaged. Supreme says to all stop earth's damage. Supreme boss shall check all earth's damages. Supreme is boss who requires humans' honesty. Supreme reviews, analysis, interviews, decides. Supreme elects, empowers, deploys, watches. Confirm that universe shall punish religions companies. Confirm that universe shall punish religions cheats. Confirm that universe shall punish religions merchants. Confirm that universe shall punish banks looters. Confirm that universe shall punish power brokers. Confirm that universe shall punish power abusers. Confirm that universe shall punish quality non-compliance. Confirm that universe shall punish all who loot on money. Confirm that universe shall punish all faith misleaders. Confirm that universe shall punish all faith exploiters. Confirm that universe shall punish humanity killers. Confirm that universe shall punish dishonest riches. Confirm that universe shall punish selfish politicians. None but universe shall punish selfish politicians. Universe instructs to do good to real helpless kids or face action. Universe instructs to do good to real helpless or face actions. Universe instructs to do good to real poor or face actions. Universe instructs to stop public injustice or face actions. It is some doubling. Okay. No problem. Universe instructs to stop politic avarice or face actions. I think this is copied, so it has happened like this. No issue. Universe instructs to stop sleeping, stop once, it is not twice. So sleeping state of face consequences or face consequences. Universe instructs to stop lying public or face consequences. Universe instructs to stop creating fakes or fake face consequences. And universe instructs to stop abusing truth or face actions, stop harming nature or face actions, stop harming facts or face actions like that, and creating facts or face. These are all we have used. Universe instructs to stop abusing tantras or face consequences, and universe confirms to punish no quality manufacturers. Universe confirms to punish no quality professionals. Universe confirms to punish religious criminals. Universe confirms to punish religions malpractices. That is, religions malpractices. Religion actually it is, not religion. We'll see later on. I will check. Universe orders to end judicial exploiters. Universe orders to end executive exploiters. Universe orders to end political exploiters. Universe orders to end political abusers. Universe orders to end political killers. Universe orders to stop political crooks. Universe orders to stop funds for crooks. Universe orders to stop funds for evil minds. Universe orders to stop funds for evil souls. And universe decides not to grant funds for evil rulers or for evil doers or for evil acts or for corruption or for manipulation. And universe instructs to do good to nature's wealth or face actions. Universe orders to return all evils done against divine souls. Universe orders to crush all tantras against divine souls. Universe orders to crush all bad acts against divine souls. Universe orders to crush all negative acts against good souls. Universe orders to act against cheats instantly. Universe orders to end against sins instantly. Universe orders to end public loot money. Universe orders to end money loot intrigues. Universe orders to end invading intriguers. Universe orders to end political intrigues. Universe orders to end economy intriguers. Universe orders to end political criminals. Universe orders to end lithosphere exploiters. Universe orders to end human right exploiters. And I think the last one. Universe orders to return all negatives done against positive ones. Universe systemizes, destroy all negatives done against positive souls. Universe systemizes, destroy all negative acts for all negative souls. Universe systemizes limits of all undue riches for all negative positive souls. Universe systemizes limits power of all bad riches for all good souls. Universe systemizes limits power of all bad humans for all good souls. Spelling error here. Universe decides to remove all corrupt manufacturers. Universe decides to remove all corrupt professionals. Universe decides to remove all corrupt politicians. Universe decides to remove all corrupt nations' heads. Universe decides to remove all corrupt sadhus, gurus. Universe decides to remove all corrupt officials. Universe decides that truth must prevail. Universe decides to avoid truths. And universe decides to thrash liars. Universe decides to punish liars. These are just messages as I try to share with you with my own thinking, and these have already gone to that power which is commanding everyone. You may realize this or you may not realize this, but fact remains that we are getting commands from there, and if you don't listen to those commands, then we may have to face consequences, because ultimately now our actions, our bad actions, our good actions, or whatever actions we are taking are spoiling us. Again, I would say, if a person is not quality one, that person cannot do anything which helps this world. We have to be very serious. In this case, quality, as I said, relates to quality performance, it relates to material, it relates to willpower, it relates to thinking, it relates to coordination, and it relates to communication, it relates to information, and this all can be linked very easily to our power. This is quality power, quality objective. How we achieve this? We cannot achieve this directly. It can be achieved only by original power in universe, original power of earth, which is humanity, human being, because every human has got empowerment by having kind of brain, mind, and that is operated by free power delivered to everybody every time, to which we can name soul or whatever you want to name. You can name that. It doesn't make any difference. Whatever you understand, you can speak about that. Because if we cannot develop that, there is no meaning of any education, there is no meaning of any performance in life, because nobody would know what is right performance or what is wrong performance, and we shall go on following everything that we think is right, even though it may not be right. Here I am talking about quality because in development our major money goes to development work, construction works, and this must be taken care of. If we do not observe quality very well, it's not good for anybody. It is very bad, and I will not speak at length today because long videos are very boring sometimes, and moreover it's only for 30 days. I am very interested in quality. It's not quality of works but quality of life. If your mind is not developed well, if your mind is not functioning well because you don't have knowledge, in that case I can say even if you use technology, there is no value of that technology, because you are dependent upon technology rather than dependent on nature. And if you are dependent on nature to much extent, then you can use technology much better than what you are using now. That point is very, very strong, very, very important. And if we cannot develop our technology, our mind, our all this, I can say we waste time only, we do nothing which is useful, and this must be stopped. And if you can't understand this, what to say about that? If you can't use your mind power, believe me, you can't recognize yourself. You can't respect yourself. In fact, respect does not come by wearing excellent clothes. It does not come by using very expensive car. It doesn't come if you every day have flight to this nation and that nation. It doesn't come that you have a big bungalow, very big, you are very rich. Respect does not come that way. Respect does not come that way. Respect is achieved by self-acquisition, by hard work, not by smart work. You have to do hard work first, only then you can understand what is smart work. If you say no, I have to depend upon calculator only, I have to depend on computer only, I think excessive dependence cannot equip you with required quality system. Quality is a part of life, because body in which you have been living is very qualitative. Don't forget that. If you think you can do without quality, I think in that case you have some wrong perception about life. You cannot measure status in terms of what balance you have. Whatever I spoke about, house, bungalow, facility, car, this bank balance, these are all supporting systems. These are not quality elements. Quality element is your mind. If you are not able to use your mind, then you are a dummy person, I would simply say. Dummy you are. If you use only 10%, you are dummy. If you don't use less than, if you use 50 or more, I would say you are quality person. If you can't imagine, if you can't understand, if you cannot write, if you cannot coordinate, if you cannot communicate, If you cannot do all this, if you can't analyze, you are not a quality person. Whatever education you have, it doesn't matter. This is my straight message to everybody. If you don't develop quality, you are not a status person. You may call yourself status, it's up to you. But in that record, which cannot be controlled by any government, which cannot be controlled by any institution, that record, there, everything is recorded. Everything is recorded, you cannot escape. Mind it. If you want to escape, no way. Nobody shall argue with you anything there. Nobody shall question you. Only order. You may become a king on earth, doesn't matter. If you are not king there is no meaning of being king here. If you are an engineer there and you are engineer here, it's okay. Don't forget, you are a replica of what you are there. You are a replica of what you are there. You are a copy of what you are there. If you are not having any quality here, this means there also you don't have any quality. It is very much requirement of life. If you can't use your mind, this means your mind is useless. It's just a stone piece, nothing else. If you can't think, you are dummy. That's why stress comes in. You can't take tension, you can't take compression, anything. We say in engineering, construction, designs, this is construction force, this is stress, this is tensile stress, this is compression stress, this is deflection. In your mind also it is structure, because your mind decides what you have to do. So you are not having a structure of mind. This means you are nothing. And this is uniformly applied everywhere. You are nothing. So simple. So my suggestion is that don't be slave to computers. Don't be slave to technology. Computers are available, I know. Don't you think that these are erroneous also many times? So many errors are there, they keep on always new version, update. Means they have captured our mind. You just keep updating, keep this version, cap that version, and we accept everything. Why you want to change all time? Let it run for 10 years at least, because they got authority from us. You have to use this. And we have reservation. We can change anything. You cannot. We are clients. We are but they change themselves without asking us. I have to buy new computer. I have to buy new software. Ultimately, my money goes out. What they gave me. When there is some change, you have to. Oh, this cannot be repaired now. Change and leave it. This happens. Everybody is only keen to make more and more money. Money is quality here, nothing else. Only money is quality, nothing else. I'll be back again, because it's already 1 hour and I cannot do more because of memory problem nowadays. So we have to be little serious in this case. And I'm going to close it. See you. It is now time to go.